Hey, so in this video I show you how to make a dry cured whiskey ham at home. First of all, we need a piece of meat. I'm using pork neck here, pork butt, because of the fat, but you can also use a leaner piece if you want to. Then, of course, your favorite whiskey, some honey, salt, and cure. And for the spices, I have black pepper, white pepper, garlic powder, and a few bay leaves and juniper berries. And that's it. I would say let's start. First, we put some whiskey into the honey and let it dissolve. This will help later on in the curing process so that everything is evenly dispersed. Just pull in the whiskey and mix it together with the honey. And as you can see here, in the end, it should be completely dissolved. Then put the spices into a mortar and grind it a bit. This doesn't need to be fine. Again, the main goal here is to get it a bit more evenly dispersed later in the curing process. And then, because we weighed everything, you put it on top of the meat and make sure that most of it sticks from all sides. And because this will not work 100%, which is completely fine, you then get a spatula or something and put all the spices, all the salt, all the cure together with the meat into a bag. Then you also add in the whiskey honey mixture, and then it's time to vacuum seal it. But make sure that you have it on wet setting, because otherwise, as you can see here, because we put the whiskey in, you need to be quick. It will try to suck out all the liquid, and therefore if your vacuum machine has a wet setting, use it, and then also do a double seal. And then it's time to put it in the fridge for curing. Roughly 1.5 days per every centimeter of meat thickness. You can go longer, that's no problem, but don't go shorter. Just put it in your fridge. And for a meat this size, which is 6 centimeters, it's at least 9 days of curing. And then after the curing is completed, you will see that the salt has drawn out a bit more of the moisture. Discard it and then use a kitchen towel and pat everything dry. Try to get off a bit of the spices. And then you either use a hook or a quick kitchen twine and let it hang. The ideal conditions would be roughly 75% humidity and up to 14 degrees Celsius. You can go lower with the temperature, just not higher. And also with the humidity, you can go lower, but then make sure, because it can dry out very quickly. And this will take, depending on how thick your meat is, roughly 1 to 2 months. It also depends on how hard you want the final product to be. Just make sure there are no dried surfaces. And that the humidity is roughly at that point, because otherwise it will dry out too quickly and then it will not taste or can even mold. Taste wise, it is rich. It has this slight whiskey flavor, which is really nice. And yeah, I can definitely recommend to try this out. It's like an intense flavored ham. As always, full recipe is below. If you like this video, then please give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. I'll see you in the next video. Bye bye.